because the world is no longer a place where countries can operate in silos. It's a networked world, it's a connected world. And we have seen a demonstration of that in the effect of COVID-19 and how it moved very rapidly from one point to the whole world just in a couple of months. Okay, so that tells us our level of interconnectedness, and this connection um, goes along with both our economic connectedness, our intellectual connectedness, our social connectedness, philosophical connectedness. In fact, the borders are literally falling apart in the way the new world is going. Okay, so that we cannot say, oh, robotics is only for this part of the world and not this part of the world. No, it has to be. You must see ourselves um, acting locally and having a global impact. Now, robot adoption will be critical and will be a main determinant in the productivity and growth, going forward. And it's going to affect the global supply chains. Uh, Robotics, as we are beginning to see, is not just limited to automobiles or production of machinery. We've seen it now being domesticated in many ways in agriculture, in small and medium scale enterprise manufacturing systems, and all of that, even in workplace. And so the question that we're asking ourselves is that, so what benefit will it be for developing countries? Now, a lot of forecasts exaggerate the fact that um, automation will affect employment negatively. But I want to put it to you that better than saying it is going to have a negative impact, actually, it's going to have what I call a creative destruction. In other words, as it is taking up some job, no doubt, it's going to create new jobs and new opportunities. Okay, and yes, you're going to see that Nigeria and Africa in particular uh, needs to be prepared for this robotic way because labor may be cheaper here, okay, and in some other developing countries. But when we increase our ability and capacity for industrial robotics, you discover that manufacturing will will flow in this direction because there will be some components of a product or process that would require or would be preferable to have the precision and accuracy of robotics production and manufacturing. And by the time you compare it with, or you combine it with the cheap labor component, you discover it's more profitable to produce and manufacture those things in this area than even in the developed environment or economies. And so, any small and medium scale company that would want to position itself going forward will begin to improve their capacity for some form of robotic production because we know that the use of artificial intelligence and robotics generally improves productivity. And so that would be my very key motivation and the reason why that's going to be the big why a person, a manufacturer, an investor, a business person will consider improving the capacity of robotics manufacturing and production and services in a developing economy. Finally, I would like to say that um, policymakers should rather support than resist this development of the next production systems. Um, it's, it's always a thing of the mind. And when people overcome their fears of the fact that, oh, it will affect labor, if they can overcome their fears, they will discover that there are more benefits in adopting and implementing um, robotic production in our operations, in our services, in healthcare, in agriculture. We'll be able to expand our limits, our frontiers, and be able to do much more in less time with a creative avoidance of waste. So that would just be my little kind of introduction to it, because I believe that the guys from Germany will be able to speak more to how this has been applied for small and medium enterprises and in developing economies, and how it has really benefited them. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.